The next-generation 2023 Acura Integra Racer pays homage to brand's first-ever race car. This year's iteration of the Pikes Peak International Hill Climb is less than 2 weeks away. As usual, it is attracting a lot of drivers, cars, and carmakers. Once again, Acura is out to express its commitment to precision-crafted performance by sending a race-prep 2023 Acura Integra to the Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. The hill climb would demonstrate the prowess of the next-gen Integra, which is set to arrive at dealers across the United States this month. Already in its 100th running since 1916, the Pikes Peak Hill Climb in Colorado is also called the Race to the Clouds, as it involves climbing from 9,390 feet to 14,115 feet. Drivers have to navigate the 156-turn, 12.42-mile mountain course in the fastest time possible. To prepare the next-gen Acura Integra for its first motorsports competition, engineers installed upgraded brakes, suspension, and differential, all courtesy of the Honda Performance Development (HPD). Still running on its stock turbocharged 1.5-liter engine and 6-speed manual transmission, the race-prepped Integra rides on lightweight 18x 9-inch HRE wheels filled with 245 series Pirelli racing tires. Featuring a red, gray, and white livery paying homage to Acura's first-ever race car, the Integra will compete in the exhibition division with Paul Hubers behind the wheel. Aside from the Integra, the 2022 Acura NSX Type S will also make its debut at the hill climb. Acura's engineers are preparing 2 race-ready versions. Nick Robinson will drive one of the race-prepped NSX Type S in the exhibition division, while his brother James will compete in the Time Attack 1 class. James will try to surpass his hybrid fuel class record set in 2020, 10 minutes and 1.913 seconds. Acura's engineers are also preparing 2 2023 TLX Type S for the hill climb. Jordan Guitar will drive one of them in the exhibition class, while Justin Lombard will pilot the other TXL Type S in the Time Attack 1 division. Meanwhile, a third NSX Type S will serve as the official pace car for the 100th Pikes Peak Hill Climb, with Valkyrie Racing founder René Brinkerhoff behind the wheel. Acura drivers are R&D engineers. Interestingly, the Acura race team, save for the safety car, is full of R&D engineers involved in testing future performance technologies for Acura production vehicles. The team is responsible for the development of the race cars, race prep, crew support, and driving duties. The Integra shares most of its framework with the Honda Civic C, and this commonality totally tracks based on Acura's history. Integras have always been gussied-up Civics, and the new car is essentially an C hatchback, something Honda doesn't offer, with a higher level of standard equipment and more sophisticated road manners. More importantly, the 2023 Integra is a significantly more appealing entry point into the Acura lineup than the dumpy old ILX. Because it shares its underpinnings with the Civic C, the Integra uses a 1.5-liter turbo i4 engine, making the same 200 horsepower and 192 pound-feet of torque as the Honda. Unlike the C, the Integra comes standard with a continuously variable automatic transmission, but a 6-speed manual carries over as well. Weirdly, you can only get the stick on the top trim Integra A-Spec with technology package, but Acura says more than half of all Integra pre-orders are optioned this way, so that's good news. The CVT surely opens the Integra up to a wider range of customers than the manual-only Civic C, though it obviously kills some of the Acura's fun factor. I will say, the Integra would be a great car for first-time manual drivers. The light clutch has a clear take-up point, and the stick itself has short throws with solid engagement. Like the C, the Integra also comes standard with automatic rev matching, which makes the manual far more forgiving and easier to use while driving in the city or during stop-and-go traffic. Yes, you can turn this off, but I never want to. Heavy Los Angeles traffic is a sort of litmus test to the daily livability of a stick shift, and the Integra's is a fatigue-free experience. Regardless of transmission, the Integra's A-Spec/Tech trim comes with adaptive dampers, which could explain why Honda removed these from the Civic C. Gotta leave a few unique features for the Acura, right? The Integra's comfort and normal settings deliver a cushier ride than the Civic, while Sport stiffens the dampers appreciably for taut cornering characteristics without unnecessary harshness. The Integra's hefty steering is a joy to use, it's quick to respond, and there's plenty of feedback about the amount of grip available at road level. The base car rides on 17-inch wheels while A-Spec and A-Spec/Tech models get 18s with 235/40 Continental Pro Contact all-season tires, and larger 19s are available through Acura's accessory catalog. No matter the trim, Acura packs the Integra with active and passive safety technologies, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, lane departure warning, and more. However, the stick shift doesn't allow for low-speed use of the adaptive cruise control, meaning Acura's traffic jam assist function is a no-go on manual A-Spec/Tech cars. On the other hand, A-Spec/Tech models come with a 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system, running a carryover version of the software in the Civic C. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, as are USB-A and USB-C ports and a charging pad. Base and regular A-Spec Integras downgrade to a 7-inch touchscreen with wired smartphone compatibility, but no matter the model, you'll find a 10.2-inch digital gauge cluster, though the colors and graphics are somewhat lackluster compared to systems from rival luxury brands. Audi Virtual Cockpit for the win. The Integra's cabin is pretty much a carbon copy of the Civic's, just with a wider range of colors and slightly more premium materials. My A-Spec/Tech tester has leatherette seats with micro-suede inserts, though only the front chairs get this fabric flourish, which makes the rear bench look decidedly low rent by comparison. Across the board, the Integra comes with heated front seats, another curious Civic C omission, again perhaps to make the Acura seem more upscale. Thanks to the hatchback body style, the Integra is far more cargo functional than the sedan-only Civic C, with 24.3 cubic feet of space in the trunk. You can fold the rear seats flat for additional storage, but the load in height above the rear bumper is pretty high, making it tough to load bulky items. Boxier competitors like the Volkswagen Golf GTI are much easier to pack. Which brings me to a quick soapbox complaint: where's the rear wiper? Acura tells me the Integra's fastback design is slick enough that air moving over the roof will clear water off the glass while driving. But that doesn't help me when I want to wipe away morning dew or overnight rain when backing out of my driveway. Whatever added drag a wiper would cause surely wouldn't make that meaningful of an impact on styling or fuel economy. The Honda Civic hatchback has a rear wiper, after all. The base Integra starts at $31,895, including $1,095 for destination, while a top-tier A-Spec/Tech costs $36,895 whether you choose the CVT or manual transmission. That's a roughly $3,000 savings compared to a loaded Volkswagen Golf GTI, which is both more comfortable and more entertaining, and it's thousands less than cars like the Audi A3 and Mercedes-Benz CLA class, though those rivals are more luxurious inside.